Hello, I'm Ray Arcade. Welcome to my channel. The last time we were at the Jersey Shore, Jenny was having trouble coming clean to her boyfriend that she cheated on him. Ronnie and Sammy got into a giant fight at a club. Ron left in a tizzy, and Jenny chased out after him. What's going to happen next? Let's see, while you take my hand as we journey on this trip to the past on a Jersey Shore retrospective. Today we are covering Season 1, Episode 4, called Fade to Black. It premiered on December 17th, 2009. Just as a heads up, this episode is dense with lots of drama, but towards the end, there is a bit of a situation where violence happens against a woman, so if that's something you're sensitive towards, you might want to keep that in mind. Let's get into it. We see Ronnie storming through the streets of Sleeside because Sam gave her number to a cop friend at the bar after she mistakenly thought Ronnie was dancing with a woman on the dance floor with his crazy legs. That woman actually was flirting with Mike. Ron was just drunk and having a good time, but unfortunately, Sammy misread the situation. She gave her number to a cop, and then Ron left. Jenny left after him. Then a producer told Sammy what had happened, so Sammy left after them. Lots of leavings. Here is my tinfoil hat theory. I think Jenny may have hooked up with Ron. I don't have any evidence for this, but let's analyze. Sammy comes through the front door like a bat out of hell. The camera crew is following her. Meanwhile, Jenny and Ron are in the room that they share together with a room camera up top, so we only get one static shot of them. Let's zoom in on this shot. As we see here, Jenny is walking away from Ron's bed. Ronnie is wearing a towel, and only a towel. Enhance. Then Sammy enters the room. She asks if they hooked up. Jenny is now on her bed, busying herself, almost like she's trying to look like she was there the whole time. Enhance. Her body language is giving red, flushed. Who knows? She seems like she might be lying. Now listen to what she says in response.
You want to hook up?
Slow it down. That doesn't sound like an innocent response to me. So having earned my degree from YouTube investigation videos and Reddit comment sections, I have a degree in body language. So the whole situation to me reads like they hooked up. I'm just a professional, so what do I know? But for real, I can't find any evidence. There are some Reddit threads of Ask Me Anythings, and no producer has ever confirmed this. Neither has anybody in the situation. It's just a theory. A game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Sammy and Ronnie start fighting with each other. They're slinging insults at each other. They're fighting like they're 5 years deep into a relationship instead of a couple weeks. I mean, best case scenario, it's been a month, but this is in the middle of filming, so more likely it's only been 2 weeks. But they're acting like they've been together for years.
Any relationship, it's the same old thing. It's like goo goo gaga, like eyed over each other in the beginning. Then you get really comfortable, and then goes down where you just can't even deal with each other anymore.
I really do think that Sammy giving the cop her number at the bar was a really manipulative and emotionally exploitative tactic to make Ron jealous. And I don't blame Ron at all for being upset because she clearly was just trying to fuck with his head when he was just having a good time. All she had to do was go up to him and ask him what's going on. So they start crying together and hugging each other and acting like this is some traumatic event that has brought them closer together. But the traumatic event is Sammy's toxic behavior, which is not healthy. Jenny calls Tom and he decides to forgive her. So I guess it is what it is. The next day after their fight, Sam's acting a little bit standoffish towards Ronnie. I'm wondering if maybe she feels bad about what happened. Ronnie's actually being really sweet to Sammy, and I like to see this side of Ronnie. Good job, Ronnie. Unfortunately, he does introduce the word smush in this scene. So, gross, Ronnie. -2 points on that one. But yeah, Ronnie and Sammy,
They bone.
they do it.
Yes, I had sex. Like, hello. You're gonna have sex if you're into somebody. It's natural.
Yeah, we smushed.
The boys go out, they do a gym tan laundry, and hey, look, Vinny's in this scene. The night at the club, everybody's dancing, they're getting loose. Jenny somehow ends up dry humping Polly on the dance floor, go figure. And the boys meet 2 girls, so they leave with them, but then they see 2 sexy ladies in a Mercedes, and they ditch the girls from the club because they were only okay looking. So they bring them back to the house. But they don't want to have sex with them.
Womp womp.
Then the 2 girls from the club show up, and they're like, maybe we'll have better luck with the 2 girls from the club who are kind of not hot. So they do a classic switcheroo. So many hijinks. It's like a sitcom. Unfortunately, Polly's girl in particular is not that attractive, according to him. And then the term grenade is coined. So this girl who is jacked up looking is the first official grenade. I'm going to read a quote now from urbandictionary.com of what a grenade is. A grenade is the solitary ugly girl always found with a group of hotties. If the grenade doesn't get any action, neither does anyone else. It's fucked up. To be fair, she is pretty annoying. She ends up cock blocking her friend who was down to bone with Mike, and they go home.
Alex.
What?
I'm leaving.
All right, dude, I like
You don't want to do this, so.
And then I hear her girlfriend like standing over me, like, "What are you doing?" Under the car. I was just like, "Oh wow!" I'm like, "What is going on right now?"
This is the part where I'll give you a brief trigger warning about violence. I am not going to show what happens to Nicole, but I will be discussing it. So, the gang goes out to Beachcomber's bar, and they're having fun. They're taking shots. There's a group of men there who are drunk, and they keep stealing shots. So they're at the bar, and they're taking these shots that Snooki has bought and their friend Julio from the Shore Store, a fellow employee, has bought. And Snooki's getting upset because she's saying, "We bought those shots. Buy your own. Stop stealing our shots."
It's not for you!
You!
Wait. What the are you talking about right now? It's not for you. Who are you? Go away.
No. It's not for you guys. It's not.
So why do you pay for them?
She's kind of in his face a little bit, and suddenly he just cocks back and punches her in the face. They don't show that on the show, but they were showing the actual punch in promotional material before that episode aired, and they ended up cutting it out because of the backlash that they got for showing poor 4'9" Snooki getting clocked in the face by a man, and that seems like a pretty good move to take that out. Snooki is then laying on the ground crying. I will say the first 2 people who jump in are Jenny and Julio, and they start like beating the shit out of the guy who punched Snooki. I will say I think I saw Vinny and Polly also try to get some licks in, so good for them for protecting little Snooki. Now I shall name the assaulter. I know it's been a really long time since this happened, and I really hope that Brad Farrow has changed and has learned his lesson from this, but I don't want to leave it out to seem like I'm protecting him, since I really have a zero tolerance policy on violence, particularly violence against women. At the time, Brad was a gym teacher. He was fired from his job. He was charged with disorderly conduct and simple assault. He paid a $500 fine and spent 6 months on probation. His father made a public statement saying how the show ruined his son's life and he had no choice but to join the army because he had no job prospects. And here I shall show you the smallest violin. That's what we call getting wrecked by the consequences of your own actions. I also would like to note public discourse around this punch was pretty gross at the time. I had been in my early 20s and I spent a lot of time on Imgur and Reddit. At the time, people were applauding this man for punching Snooki because she was annoying. I truly believe that people thought that an annoying woman deserved to be punched in the face. But objectively, if you think about it, Snooki did nothing wrong. Money in the form of alcohol was being stolen from her. These men were belligerent and annoying, and Snooki was just standing up for herself. She did nothing to deserve that. And I'd like to think that as a whole, we've moved past the idea that annoying women should be assaulted. But I also know that sometimes people still have that mentality. So I would like to say to those people, fuck off. And the episode ends there. Personally, I would like to congratulate Ronnie this episode. I didn't have to wave the red flag once. Yay! Will Snooki pull through and recover? Will Jenny keep flirting with Paulie and cheat once again? Will Ronnie and Sammy get into more fights? Find out next time on Jersey Shore Retrospective. Until then, stay crazy, stay wild. See you next time. Bye!